Hello boys, it's your mate Andrew J. Forster here, and I would like you to cast your mind back to the year 2018 when a certain video game by the name of Kingdom Come, Deliverance came out. Even though the game was borderline unplayable Eurojank that looked like it was made for €57, people were happy to give it the benefit of the doubt because the dev and the studio were based. The main man behind the project, Daniel Vavra, refused to bend the knee or stray from his principles and stood his ground against a mob of aggressive pink-haired lesbians and communist agitators, demanding that his game, set in 15th century Bohemia, should have gays and blacks in it. As a result, he became an indie darling, and Warhorse Studios were considered brave soldiers holding back the woke barbarians at the gate. The game sold well, made a lot of money, and work on a sequel began. But remember folks, that even the strongest of men will abandon their principles for the sweet smell of shekels. When BlackRock-funded Embracer Group came along to purchase Warhorse Studios, Daniel Vavra's inner shekel goblin could not resist, and all of a sudden, just like magic, his canonically straight Christian protagonist from the first game, called Henry, was bisexual, and the game now featured enlightened African Muslims ready to tell us about how evil white civilization is. BlackRock's mantra is to add DEI into everything they own, and their Jewish CEO, Larry Fink, has been open about using media to correct societal behaviour. It was Daniel's intention to hide this Jewish subversion, but he was blindsided by a rumour that his game had been refused classification in the Middle East due to the gay sex scenes. Instead of answering people's direct questions about whether homosexuality was now in his game, he chose to invoke mass censorship of the Steam forums to quell the uprising among his angry fanbase. His Twitter behaviour started to become increasingly erratic. He started calling people Nazis and grifter bots and still avoided answering the questions posed to him. But Daniel had a plan. He released his army of anti-woke warriors who started gaslighting any user they could. Every single one of these shameless fools picked up the nearest broom and began sweeping. Grums, Endymion, Yellow Flash, Booby Streamer Neura, Madam Savvy, and many more whose shitty names I forgot, as all these cunts are indistinguishable from one another, all rushed to their master's defense, offering cleaning services they would never offer to any other developer who was subverting his game with sodomy. Nure went to great lengths to paint Daniel as a based man with golden balls, and Endymion engaged in gold medal winning mental gymnastics in order to ignore this nothing burger. I can understand this behaviour from Nura, as she is a 3 out of 10 who surrounds herself with weak men who validate her opinion. But Endymion and Grums should know better. Shame on them for allowing personal connections to get in the way. But as for Daniel, fuck him. Fuck his Zog Slop subversion simulator. And fuck anyone who abandoned their principles to run cover for this two-faced prick.